Again, I don't know when the countdown actually starts going live for the people, but I'm gonna go ahead and introduce it. Listen, it's at 5 seconds now. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Wake up with me. It's your man Trayvon Pratt. It's your man in the building. Man, I've been I've kind of been deep diving on this internally, and I talked to a lot of guys about this, right? I talked to a lot of guys about this. Are you ever truly prepared? Are you ever truly prepared? And the reason why I talk to people about this is because I get annoyed, right? Because I know that action gets results. Action gets results. The link is in the description, it's in the chat. Go ahead and tap that button, tap the link to join me live. Thank you everybody who's here. So I get annoyed because I know the action gets results, right? But I also know that everybody moves at their own pace. Everything aligns with you in proper alignment in due time, right? Um, but I get annoyed when I see so many people like, I gotta think about it, think about it, think about it. Been thinking for years. I gotta do some more research. How much more research do you need, right? How much more prepared can you be? You're not gonna know. You're focusing on the problems of step 10 of the process when you haven't done step 1 yet. How prepared can you be? How much more prepared can you be? So I kind of get annoyed when it gets to this preparation thing, but I'm also one who lives by the mantra of if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Who knows that phrase? If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. I'm one of those. How did that happen? How do you stay ready if in the same sense you're never truly prepared? How is this? Life can be a conundrum sometimes, man. It's both sides. It's both things. Both things are true. You're never fully ready, but if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Ain't that crazy? Life is all of the above, bro. That's why I don't be on like, oh no, it's just this, or no, it's just that. That's why I say I'm an optimist, but I'm no longer naive. Like I can't act like there is no bad. I just choose to look at the good. Right? So how is it that it's both? Put it in the chat, put it in the comments. Let me know. Can you ever truly be prepared for life? Right? There's a few quotes that my brother Paul DeBerry says that I can always go back on. It's life is not happening to you, life is happening for you, right? And with that in mind, I truly believe that everything you've been through has been preparation towards the life that you actually want for the next thing, right? All your stresses, all your triggers, all your traumas, all of your experiences, all of the good moments, all of the people, all of those who come and go, everything, all your ups and downs, your trials and triumphs, right? Everything, Everything is preparation. It has been to prepare you for the next thing. So I find gratitude and what I told y'all, I don't look at problems as problems. Problems are challenges. I'm up to the challenge because I know this is going to build me. When you're always improving, hmm, when you're always improving, right? You love just adding on. You love developing your character. You love the challenge because it's going to build you. It's going to build you. I come across old problems and they're not problems anymore. I know how to deal with that. I had a homeboy, right? And I love this guy. Uh, he was one of those people that was pivotal in my life because he showed me like he's a young man, has his own house, a big house in a nice area, right? He loves cars. And before I really started working on cars myself, I didn't believe I could. I'm not a mechanic. I don't, I had a limited belief when it came to this, but I also didn't have that much money, so I was always in fear. I need this vehicle, but the more I use it, the more likely I'm gonna need maintenance, and I was in fear of it, right? And he was one of those that was pivotal in my life because he showed me so much when it came to car care, car maintenance and more. Like we could talk about different things. Like he's a spiritual being, so I could talk to him on a different level. He's one of the first people that I could have a truly open conversation with. I appreciate him. I love him. And me looking at him like that, you know, it's sort of an admiration. Me looking at him like that and all of his smarts, all of his wits and stuff, right? It was one day he pulled up on me, right? Came to the crib and he asked for something or was talking about something. I said, "Oh, I got you." And I popped the trunk. And when I popped the trunk, he was like, he just stopped and was like, "Yo, you got to be one of the most prepared people I have ever met." And I never paid attention to it until he spoke it out right. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I am prepared. I am prepared. What did he mean by that? I ain't too sure. I mean, I know it was towards the situation, but for me, I was like, it just hit like time stopped, and I just went into like reminiscence, and I just started thinking about looking in the trunk, all of the things that I've went through, and all of the things that I can now handle. Just looking at what I have in the trunk, I'm prepared. I have this. I don't just have a donut for a spare tire. No, I have another rim and tire, right? So I don't have to worry about, and it's a new tire. So I don't have to worry when I get a flat. If I get a flat, if I can't fix that tire, then I have an entire another tire. That's a lot to put on with the same rim so my car doesn't look tacky. So I'm not out of it while I'm fixing the next problem, you know? I have oil in case I need oil. You know, you never know if you have a leak or whatever, and your car will conk out or mess up the engine if you don't have oil. I have oil. I have the oil changing necessities, right? I have spare brakes. I have uh, fix a flat. I have uh, hazard lights. I have spare light bulbs. I have certain tools that I would need right away, such as a hammer, a screwdriver, whatever. I have all of that stuff in my trunk and it's organized. I learned about myself recently, just a little sidebar. I love organization, but I don't like organizing. I love for my stuff to be organized though. So my trunk was still spacious, even though I had all of this stuff up in it, right? I had a spare hoodie, you know, just in case it get cold, and I had gloves just in case I have to move something, or just in case I'm ready. And he saw that and was like, "Yo, you one of the most prepared people I know." And I didn't acknowledge what I was doing or what I was building up. I didn't acknowledge how prepared I really was for so many situations, right? I had jumper cables. I was one of the only people that had a Jimmy where you can get into a locked car, and I had multiples. I had more than one, and I put them in different areas. If I'm locked out of my car, I can't get in the car to get the Jimmy to unlock the car, so I gotta have this available somewhere else too. I had multiples, right? Problem solving, conflict resolution. Experience is the best teacher. How are you so prepared? And yet, even though I was so prepared, there still was things that I can't foreshadow. You have not experienced everything. You have not experienced everything. Therefore, you can't prepare for everything. So I don't stress about sitting there and trying to get prepared for everything. No, I'm going to be prepared as I can be based on what I know, and be confident in that. And now I'm confident in my problem solving skills enough that that preparation is enough. Whatever else I come across, I'm going to figure it out. Imma figure it out. I'm not ashamed to ask. I don't have too much pride to allow someone else to assist me, right? There's times where I've broken down, my car has broken down, and I'm trying to push this thing by myself, and somebody else, "Hey, you need a hand?" "Yes, I do." I don't have too much pride, "I got it. It's my car." "What you saying, I can't push it myself?" I'm not ignorant when it comes to this, right? But I shout out to my homie, bro, because it wasn't until he said that to me that I realized what I actually was doing. And then after I realized what I had done, all of that was towards the car. Remember, I said I didn't have a father figure to teach me this, right? I didn't have a male figure to teach me this until I realized I needed it, and I reached out to someone who's like a father to me. Shout out to him too. Shout out to everybody who's willing to teach you something, man. When you're always improving and somebody is willing to teach you, man, shout out to them, man. That's love. That's love. So before then, I had a fear of what could possibly happen with the car, right? I don't want this to happen. Let me pray, let me prepare for it. Pray on it too. Let me prepare for it. And let me prepare for it in the best fashion suitable to the situation that could be. And the thing about it is when you get prepared, when you are prepared for certain problems that may arise, you no longer have to worry about them. You don't have to, you take away the worry and the stress when you're prepared for it. I truly believe that this is the main reason why guys harbor on making money so much. This is the main reason why you need to have an abundance of money. It's not to be flashy, right? It's so that you're not taken out by anything. You can handle anything that may arise, usually with some type of money. Now, that's a blanket. You can't solve every problem with money, but you can solve a lot of them. Let's be honest. You can solve a lot of them. So I think that's the main reason stability and preparation for, you say, autonomy. I think that's the main reason. If you ask me, because guys, I ain't gonna stay there. I ain't gonna stay there. But it's if you ask me, it's fear based. I need to have all this money because she could leave, or I need to have all this money because I could fail, or I need to have all this money because it's fear based. I need to have all this money because I want to experience. I want to give. I want more money because I want to give. Like I don't have a fear based mentality with money. But that also leads to me not. That also leads to me being a little frivolous too. I'm like, it's a balance. It's a balance. Have both. I told y'all in the beginning, I'm not an extreme person. I'm not one side or the other. Life is a balance, right? So I have faith and fear at times, right? I want abundance, but I'm gonna give. So my abundance don't stay. All of the above. So yes, man. Tell me a time where you weren't prepared and you said that you'll do better or be more prepared the next time. Tell me a situation that happened to you. I want to hear from you guys because it's usually the car. If you ask me, that's like one of the main things. I told y'all about when I started losing weight, when I started working out, situations that I'm like, I don't want to be in again. Experience is the best teacher. Experience is the best teacher. And shout out to everybody who's here. Thank you all for being here. Right? Experience is the best teacher. It's situations that I've been in that I'm like, never again. But that never again does not make me retract. It makes me improve myself. That's another quote from Paul DeBerry. Y'all better follow this man. Is don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. I saw my boy Sean, the real Sean, he's the fitness philosopher. I saw what he posted. He said something similar. He said, when you go to the gym, right, the weight doesn't change, but it becomes easier to lift. It's not that it's gotten lighter, it's that you've gotten stronger. So that really put things into perspective for me. It's like, yeah, like most metaphors for life, I could assign to some type of self development, some type of working out. And that was perfect. Said the weights don't get lighter, they don't become easier to lift. You become stronger. You can handle more. Another thing of preparation. How do you stay ready? This is what a savings account was created for. Saves, have a stash. Remember, have a stash. Have something set aside for a rainy day. A rainy day is an emergency. I want it to be sunny. I want to be able to enjoy my rainy day. So even when rain comes, I have an umbrella. You feel me though? How do you stay ready? How do you stay ready? Mentally, mentally staying ready is just being willing. Confidence and willingness is how you stay ready mentally. Confidence and your assuredness, self assuredness, and trust and belief in yourself to be able to handle whatever may come, and willingness to actually go through, and the willingness to actually put in the work. That's how you stay ready. That's how you stay ready. So many situations. I love my wife for being able to see and vocalize certain things that she's seen me do, and she said like I would never do that. I couldn't be able to do that and all of that. She'll ask me like, how did you do this? How do you still have the energy to continue? And it's like I was ready for it. How are you still smiling at the end of the day when people have tried you time and time again? People have tried you time and time again. Things have happened, big and small. Somebody cut you off and cussed you out, flicked you off. You ready to crash, ain't it? Management yelling at you, overburdened with assignment. Your 8 hour day turned into a 12-hour day. You still got stuff you got to do at home and you tired. How are you able to still smile in the midst of all of this? I'm prepared for it. I'm prepared for it, right? My man TD says, I've been a chronic over preparer. I once changed the cam belt on the side of 64 with the tools I had with me. As you say, it is fear based. And it has not led to happiness. Yes, sir. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Because you're never truly prepared. And here's the thing, anything can go wrong at any moment. Try this for size. If you ask somebody what they don't like, that conversation is endless. They can go on and on and on about what they don't like. But you ask somebody what they do like, ask somebody what makes them happy, and they be like, I don't really know. Right? Same thing for that pessimistic point of view of realism. Same thing. So it's like, yo, if you always trying to find a problem, what you'll find is you'll find it. There can always be a problem. There can always be something wrong, right? So trying to be prepared for everything that could possibly go wrong, you'll never truly be prepared. And a lot of people, this causes inactivity. This is causing people, this is what's causing people to be bored. This is what's causing people to not live. This is what's causing people to be lazy or just inactive. This is what's causing doubt. This is what's causing a lot of things is overthinking, wanting to be prepared for all possible outcomes when initially all you want is this one outcome. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want, because whichever you focus on is what you're going to attract. Whichever you focus on is what you're going to attract. So if your focal point is I don't want, be like you could be like, I just want to chill today. Instead of saying I just want to chill today, it's like I don't want to work. I don't want to deal with the kids. I don't want to have no problems. I don't want nobody calling me. I don't want distraction. And guess what? Kids come in, kids distract you, people calling you, job needs you. Because what did you focus on? All of the don't wants and all of that don't came to you. Instead of I just want to chill today. I'm going to chill today. And it was a peaceful day. Hmm. Experience is the best teacher, man. Um, what I want y'all to know is what I learned and what I another slogan, yes, I got a lot of them, is prepare for what you pray for. Prepare for what you pray for. Now, I know that you can't fully be prepared, right? But what I mean by prepare for what you pray for, no faith without works is dead. So if you want, let's make it simple and going off of my experience, I wanted better clothing, more shoes, right? Different shoes. But I did nothing in the senses of preparing for different shoes, different clothes, new shoes. I wanted that, but I did nothing. You know, I did nothing different. I didn't prepare for it. What I mean, when I prepared for it, what happened? I got rid of clothes that I no longer wear, no longer serving me, no longer fits me, right? No longer is in good condition. There are triggers, the things that you got to be aware of. Why did I say I need new clothes? It's because these clothes are no longer fitting. They're no longer working, right? Get rid of them. Once I made space, then the opportunities arose for the type of clothes that I wanted. And this is the true story. I said I wanted more shoes. I didn't have no room for shoes. I love fashion, if y'all didn't catch that. So I wanted shoes. I didn't have no more room for shoes, me and my wife. It wasn't until I built a wall of shelving and organized shoes have a place to be. I'm prepared for what I pray for. The shoes, the type of shoes that I want became available and I had access to them. Of course, if y'all know anything about shoes, there are limited editions of a lot of things. I was able to get some of those limited editions. Prepare for what you pray for. What's the last time that you made space for new blessings? Let me tell you something, and I don't mean to take this all the way spiritual, but God, your universe, whoever you subscribe to, because God created the universe too. God already heard you the first time when you prayed. He heard you before you spoke it, and he already put that blessing in place. It's on you to work towards it. That's why faith without works is dead. It's on you to get to it. You are right here saying you want X. And he says, okay, I'm going to put X right here. If you stay right here just saying that you want, you'll never get to the blessing. You got to work towards it. You got to prepare for what you pray for. I know a lot of people. We've been talking about communication. We've been talking about when to communicate, how to communicate, and when to cut off communication. And I told you a lot of people burn their bridges. I don't fully agree with it, but you have to know when. I ain't gonna say you have to know, but you have to learn when certain conversations, certain dialogues, certain people are no longer serving you. You control your environment. You control it. If you want better, you could prepare for it. Prepare for what you pray for. You can prepare for different dialogue, different conversation, and start acting it out right. This is how you find your tribe. You go to different places, talk to different people, living your truth, your authenticity. It will align with who you're looking for. You want better, be better. Come on, man. How do you stay ready? This is funny, but why you think a whole lot of criminals are fast? They run. It's funny, but if they're more physically active than the cops, they know they can outrun the cop. They can jump this fence, right? They can climb this wall. And it's funny because I'm thinking of like little comedy skits and stuff. I ain't even thinking of like real scenarios, but like even outrunning a dog and stuff like that, man. Like if you're physically fit, you're prepared for it. Right? There's another reason why I work out. Like I'm a large guy. Yes. I'm solid, I'm strong. Yes, but I want to be stronger. If I'm put in a situation where I have to rely on my strength, I need to be able to rely on my strength. This is another reason why I work out. Is to be stronger, not to look strong, but to be strong. You know what motivated me to start doing pull-ups? I had a dream, and it's spirit speaks, man. And that's one of the main ways spirit speaks to me. I had a dream that somehow I landed up off of a cliff, hanging off of a cliff, right? And I know we all had crazy dreams like this before, but I had a dream I was hanging off of a cliff, and a loved one of mine, I could imagine who. I don't remember who exactly, but I could imagine who, and I don't even want to think about it because it tugs at the heartstrings. But um, it was a loved one of mine who was hanging on to me as I was hanging off of this cliff, and I did not have the strength to pull us up back to solid ground. Yes, I told y'all fear could be a motivator. It's a powerful motivator. If I'm ever to be in that situation, I need to be able to pull me and you up. I need that strength. I started doing pull ups. I started learning about it. I reached out to my boy AJ, FMF Podcast. Check him out. He was the one that conditioned, that helped me condition and get me right and started doing pull ups. Thank him for that. I love him for that. Because now I can do what I just had a fear of. So much that I had a dream about it, right? I couldn't do it in my dream. So Imma make this a reality. I'm doing I'm nah. If I'm in that situation, I got you. You feel me? I got me. Told you fear could be a motivator, but it's all in preparation. Like, I work out. I know I'm different. I think different, but I work out to be prepared for life. Like, I don't like being on a treadmill, right? I don't like being on a treadmill. Numbers don't matter to me. What matters to me is endurance. What matters to me is stamina. What matters to me is breath. I'm not out of breath yet. Pain. I don't feel the same type of pain. Those are my gains. I don't care about how long I ran, the distance I ran, right? I don't care about that type of stuff. My result is I'm no longer feeling the same type of pain, or I got calluses now from doing these pull-ups. I don't feel that burn as much, right? I got more grip now. Like my hands are tougher. My hands are I'm good. So many different things that I pay attention to other than the numbers. The numbers don't matter to me. How much you can lift, I don't know. A lot. As much as needed. And more. I don't know. But I know I can lift you. Right? I started working out, and it's funny. I started working out and I started picking up people. I started like, let me bench press you. Or like if I'm like babysitting like my nephew or something, like I'm bench pressing him. You know what I'm saying? Because my motivation is to be able to lift another human. This is what I'm preparing for. Right? This is what I'm preparing for. I don't care about a PR or none of that stuff, man. I need to be able to actually utilize this strength. I like running outside if I have to run. Because more than likely, if I run, guess where I'm gonna be? Outside. A treadmill is a flat, steady surface. Yeah, you can push the incline or whatever. But outside is rocks, it's gravel, it's twigs, it's curves, it's humps and hills. Your feet are not conditioned for that if you only on the treadmill. I need to be prepared, right? I couldn't swim. I became a lifeguard. I need to be prepared. I almost got drowned too, saving it's funny, it's my wife's little cousin. So my little cousin, saving her little butt. I told her not to jump in the deep side of the pool. She jumps in anyway. Help, help. I go in underneath her to push because I can swim now. I go in underneath her to push, and she pushing me down in water. You don't wait to say. I'm like, okay, you about to take me and you out. Experience is the best teacher. But guess what? I was prepared for that. I was prepared for that. I completely, when it comes to improving myself, if it's something that I want to be able to do, here's what I discovered. Almost everything is a learned skill. Almost everything is a learned skill. Even love is a learned skill, bro. Love is the foundation, but if you don't acknowledge it and practice it and build that skill, huh? Come on, man. Everything could be a learned skill. You can learn anything. So it's nothing that I can't do. I couldn't swim. I'm going to get I'm a lifeguard. Like I'm going to be able to swim. I'm going to be able to swim. You can't tell me, you can't stop me. Nothing. I'm going to be able to. I don't know car maintenance. I'm not a mechanic. I'm going to learn how to fix the car. Now I know how to do more than just rudimentary maintenance. I know how to do more than just the regular. And there's been times where I have been solely confident enough to be able to my skills have shown. Like we broke down out of town and I got a car full of people, right? Every guy's, I don't know if it's the dream or the nightmare to be that hero in that sense, but I didn't want that. But I was prepared. I was prepared. Fixed it, got us back home. I remember, man. I can go on for days when it comes to the car maintenance, man. Shout out TD. I can go on for days when it comes to the car maintenance. It was my mother was moving out and we was taking a load to the dump truck that we was using my uncle's old pickup, right? One of them Jones, you open the hood, you can see all the way through the bottom. It's just a whole lot of space. I don't even know what's making this thing run. Right? And the dump that we went to, it's a hill. You got to go to the top of the hill, dump your stuff off, come back. And it was one of those 100-degree days, hottest on the way. They no AC in this old truck. So we go get to the on the hill and it conks out. We start it's a line. Conks out. We start going backwards, right? I don't remember what I did, but we got it up the hill, finished the load, dumped it, whatever. And when we got down the hill, the joint conked out, wouldn't start back up, wouldn't nothing. I walked like a mile to the nearest store, got what I think I would need, came back, all this in 100-degree weather, right? And after moving, it's been a physical active day and all of that stuff, and fixed the truck, got us back, right? Got the truck back to my uncle and them. It was just those types of achievements, man. Just you talk about building confidence. You talking about like confidence is the biggest preparation. I'm just going to be confident in the fact that I can do. My guy said I fixed the school bus one morning. Man, was everybody mad. Why was they mad at you? Oh, because it was going to school. You made it so everybody still had to go to school. There you go. That sound like a country boy. Fix the school bus. He said, "Nah, I got it." I love it, man. I love it. So when it comes to preparation, I want you guys to keep this in mind that both things are true. Uh, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready, and you'll never fully be prepared for everything that life can throw you. Both things are true. How do you stay ready? Mentally is confidence and willingness. Confidence and willingness. Confidence is trust and belief in self, self assuredness that you'll be able, right? That you'll be able. That's confidence. You can handle it, you could deal with it. Any problem that may arise, you're willing to solve it. That's confidence, right? Financially, you want to have a good old stash. Listening to the financial advisor, my financial coach, he says you want to have 3 to 6 months of expenses saved. Then you want to have an emergency fund, right? Saved. So that means that if anything was to happen, recession hit, right? Or epidemic, can't say the words, epidemic hit, um, um, government shut down, we off grid or whatever, like you still have, or let's say the simplest thing, you get fired, right? You lose your job somehow, or you can't take it anymore and you quit on a whim, right? Somehow your finances has gotten cut. That's an emergency. You still have 3 to 6 months to figure things out without having to worry about figuring this part, the financial part. That is good. So make sure that you have a stash of savings to be financially ready. If anything you have, will require maintenance, then have you a sense of the maintenance that will be needed. A car is your best instance. Car and house, that's pretty much the main ones. If anything will need maintenance, then stash. Save some for that maintenance. Learn about that maintenance. Be ready to do that maintenance when needed. Right? What else? How else you stay ready? I mean, those the main ways. Prepare for what you pray for. Make space for new blessings. Right? Learn more, but don't get stuck in the research realm. We call this analysis paralysis. You just research and research and research and research and put in some action. You're never going to be fully ready. You're not going to be, you don't even know what step 10 looks like if you haven't done step 1. Do what's in front of you, handle what's in front of you, and just be prepared for whatever else may come, meaning that you know problems may arise, but you're willing to work it through. Okay? That's preparation in a nutshell. That's preparation in a nutshell. Love you guys, man. I appreciate everybody being here. I'm prepared for the day. I hope you are, right? I already know. Oh, in preparation, right? Like you could prepare for things that's gonna happen, but you still want to be intentional about what you want to happen. And when you're intentional, then again, you can like foreshadow what possibly could happen and prepare for that. You can make a list. You want to be ready, make a list of what needs to be done, prioritize this stuff, and then you can just act. You don't have to rely on your thoughts. You don't have to get lost in emotion. You just know that this is the assignment for the day. You're prepared, right? All right, that's it for today. Much love, TD. Much love to everybody out there. It's your man Trayvon Pratt with AIM, always improving the mind. Stay great. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Stay ready, man. Just have some confidence about yourself that you know that you can and you will. Boom. And you ready. You ready for anything.